Number 8, how do we get a bigger penis manually?
Dolly Doctor didn't receive a lot of questions from boys, but of those that did come in, guess what the most common question was?
How do I get a bigger penis?
It was about penis and penis size and
Yeah,
how
does
it all
size
works.
really matter?
So for people who have a penis, you'll know, most will know that it gets bigger in certain situations. Usually it can happen in your sleep. It can happen if you're just having arousing thoughts and fantasies. And of course, it can happen with physical touch and stimulation if you're in the right mood. But I think this question is probably more referring to increasing the size of your penis, regardless of whether it's aroused or not. And like I said, it was the biggest preoccupation of the boys who wrote into Dolly Doctor, and that's not a good enough sample to say this is what lots of boys are preoccupied with, but it certainly, I think, reflects something. I felt concerned all the time actually writing questions. There would be some questions about body image and weight and things from girls, but I was increasingly seeing concerns about genital body image, particularly as online porn became more and more ubiquitous. And girls were removing their pubic hair because that's what porn showed, and then taking notice of their vulvas and real concerns about what they look like. And I think for boys, probably this is also, what they're seeing on porn is very unrealistic, and it's distorting their own genital body image as well. So there is a huge industry out there making lots of money selling to boys or young men, probably more, how to get a bigger penis, and they don't work. So the penis enlargement pills, and that might include herbal things, vitamins, some with hormones in them. From all the studies I've read about, none of them actually work. There is a type of vacuum pump, which was kind of developed to treat men with erectile dysfunction, which is a thing, of course, and that will help create an erection. But that's for erectile dysfunction. It doesn't change your penis size in any permanent way. There are penis extender devices which help stretch the penis, which apparently can work sometimes, but it's a little bit, I guess the urologists and the specialists who know about penises say they're not that great. 2 types of surgery. One injects fat cells and increases the width of the penis. The other one cuts a ligament, which can make the penis look longer. Again, the experts, which I don't feel I am in terms of penis enlargement, say that these are not great options, really. So, I mean, and the other thing, before we had medications like Viagra, was that men who did experience problems with erection were given things like manual pumps and other devices that they could use to help them achieve erection. But I think, the availability now of medication has kind of revolutionized that sort of treatment. So, look, in other words, there's no need to increase your penis size. I'd like to say that to all young men or all men, it really, size doesn't matter. But I understand, just like for young women as well, that there's a lot of, I guess, just mythology attached to our genitals and different parts of our body, particularly the parts of our bodies that are that kind of help us identify with our sexuality. I think we do get hung up sometimes on those, and how to undo that kind of thinking can be really difficult. But I just want to reassure young men that if you talk to your partners, the great majority of them aren't going, whether your partners are whatever gender they are not going to care. It's much more about the encounter and the interaction and a whole lot of other things.
Absolutely, and not necessarily that a larger, thicker penis is what's going to achieve orgasm for any gender either. That's not necessarily the case, and probably a well-held myth, and that in fact for some people they won't be able to tolerate that larger, wider penis.
Exactly.
So yeah. Really well answered. Thanks, Mel.